by telling them that Jaja dead. And they tried to fool the black population by telling them that Jaja dead. And I knows that Jah know dead, 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 no, Jah know dead. My memory reflect, my knowledge increase, Marcus Garvey done said, Ruma, Marcus said, Ruma, Marcus said, Jah know dead, Jah know dead. Was I man who said, it's green and gold, it's the rainbow. The lion did crown the king. The lion did crown the king in Addis Ababa, Africa. Jah know dead, 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 no. Jah know dead. Meet me by the banks of the beautiful river. When your journey is in, I and I will discuss this matter. Jah know dead, 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 no, Jah know dead. That's one of the pieces that are not original. That's a Burning Spear cover. It was supposed to be on the album, but I couldn't get connected with them to get the permission. So I said only for the live show. So I hope you guys appreciate love that piece. And thank you, Burning Spear, for those words. This next piece is original. I hope you feel that. Monique, give Monique, beautiful Monique. Yes, so this stage right here is just a blessing for you, mother, for you.
It's all for you.
Yes. World Within video for Mott. You'll be on YouTube soon. Saliou, Fode Sissoko. Williams-Randolph, Makeda Kumasi. Speak my eye, do my eye, be my eye, do conscious thought. Speak my eye, do my eye, be my eye, do conscious thought. Speak my eye, do my eye, be my eye, do conscious thought. Speak my eye, do my eye, be my eye, do conscious thought. She stands. Wings spread, scales raised. It's the heart, not the head, which is weighed. A feather is laid on the scale of eternity. Principality, now reality is conceived through conscious thought. Think about your children, and if you teach them to reach the 3 to the 7th degree, sacred virtues must choose the righteous call. Mine is divine law. Selassie saw and spoke the truth. Give my eye to the youth, find cosmic order unbound by restraints, no complaints. Ancient letter, meta, netta, Make your soul rejoice with voice and vocal tones as you speak. Don't forsake the meek, but do right by them. I say amen and recall the name of the one most high. Heed the words of a child once cried, now found in the arms of reciprocity. We be looking to our glorious past for balance. Your talents must be cultivated in the mind for all time. Speak of ancient wisdom. Kingdoms that did come are here, holding on to humanity. My Christianity would agree. She compliments the Trinity status
standing with wings spread and scales raised. Remember, it's not the head but the heart that tips the scales. Be it heaven or hell in this society, use propriety to support the weight of social wrongs. Before the clock ding-dongs, it's never too late. Control your fate, be one with the universe. Don't forget this verse. Speak my I, do my I, be my I through conscious thought. You can say it. Speak my I, do my I, be my I through conscious thought. Help me out. Speak my I, do my I, be my I. Speak my I, do my I, be my I. Conscious thought. A video premiere as well. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that for a second, and I'm gonna take a quick little switcheroo. Is that all right? Yeah. Okay, y'all.
I am electric. Currents run through and about me, telling there is nowhere to go but a connection with the Most High via the greatest energy source in this galaxy. Not many can make that claim. Listen. I am electrifying. So some are afraid. Electrifying, so don't be shocked. I got the power to stop a clock tick, tock, tick. When I step in a room, boom. But when I strike, you will hear no thunder, because I am a million, billion, trillion, zillion light years away from here, where I left my mark. Like light is faster than sound. You did see what you did not hear. Where I left a spark, sending a message down your spine. Yeah, you've been grounded. Electricity's flow where my nails grow. Listen. But you don't hear me. I am electricity moving through your mainframe. Not even a virus can drain me because I use socket protectors. Electrifying because of the electricity.
Untied shoelaces. Walk past faded red ribbons. Prospective porn star with nowhere to turn. Wasted education. The only thing she needs to know is how to count money and penises and clits and licks and sucks and tossed salads and condoms. No, she did not forget her promise, but high is much better than low. Gotta cop some blow. And no, the camera was not her friend. As semen slipped from its place in her mouth, she had become a master at anal stimulation while awaiting final ejaculation. Not even 10 yet. Someone does care, but forgot to look in the deep places where survival is left up to a mind. This was the price of her freedom and wanting to live her own life. Now she sits in front of the interview camera. Maybe he thought he'd teach me something, but I'm no virgin. I've been doing it since 10. My cousin broke me in and I liked it. I guess I become sort of a professional. I don't need no confessional because I like it kinky. He called it pinky and I wrote it like the Wild Wild West. Never laid my head on his chest because he wasn't looking for love or no white dove or none of that shit. He had fame and fortune. And age ain't nothing but a number. Besides, he likes some younger. And I'm young. 14 to be exact. Her titties round and butt stacked. Mine in development. That still has years to grow. Guess he never thought about that. Must don't care about negative chat, how he sexed me like I'm grown. My true feelings stay unknown. I guess I'm just a piece of chattel. Too weak to fight my own battle. Too naive to look for a savior. Feels too dang good to change my behavior. Besides, it's what I've learned. A way to make my money earn. And he don't care that I'm hurt. Life just drags through the dirt. Sometimes I wonder if he has a daughter. And what are the things that he'll teach her? Because the only thing my daddy taught me is how to play with a demon. She does not know her beauty. She thinks her brown body. She thinks her brown body has no glory. If she could dance naked under palm trees and see her image in the river, she would know that she would know. But there are no palm trees in the street. No palm trees in the street. And dishwater gives back no images. She does not know her beauty. She thinks her brown body has no glory. If she could dance naked under palm trees and see her image in the river, she would know. Yes, she would know. Yes, she would know. But there are no palm trees in the street. No palm trees in the street. And dishwater gives back no images. and they are free. With their loud voices and their point of view. Their poetry sings high above the mountaintops with dreams of false reality. They claim freedom, and we wait quietly in bondage, for they are free. We are women, some black, holding on to pride and self-dignity. We are mainly silenced of pen, mute of heart, and deaf of dance. We are mother of pearl and 24 karat, needing to connect with eternity and sky, and they are free. They are men.
Stripping the earth, splitting the sun, stealing the rainbow.
They are fabricators, historically. Their poetry, incomplete, no longer satisfies femininity. They are failing in their flight as we wait for their freedom to set us free. Arguing about arguments. Too many miscalculations, calculating the good and the bad, the old and the new, hoping for a positive answer while creating equations of incompatible compatibility. Kiss me and I cringe. The hinge on the door swings one way, too tired of revolving. Revolution, you can't change. Two set in ways of anger, hot steam that burns. You, I'm wishing well, but this depression is hell. And sometimes misery does not like company with heavy arms that weigh down bodies in the dark. Pinched nipples are annoyed too by thick fingers disturbing sleep. Finding no arousal, turned off and away long ago. I do not want you in my bed. Fly away, bird.
Celebration with a lovely lady as well. Happy birthday. All right, y'all. So I'm going to play a couple of songs for y'all. These are from an EP that I put out recently. Thank you so much to Makeda for this opportunity. Cool. I'm going to get started. This first one is called Crash. Actually, let's do Sugar. I'm going to warm up first. Warm up with Sugar. miracle making it happen. Whoever thought I could outfit it meant a lot to me. I'll play the fool for the actress. I never thought it would. Like you know in the past tense, I never thought it would happen. It meant a lot to me. Yeah, meant a lot to me. Yeah, meant a lot to me. Yeah, meant a lot to me. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. All right, do I got time for one more? Woo! Thank y'all. All right. Let's do this thing. Cool. This one is called Blunt. I'm gonna keep this one family friendly. Don't worry. But I might be thinking a little bit while I'm playing. All right. Cool. Listen, man, I ain't built the way you want. Take some more perspective and maybe we'll find some harmony. Running through this checklist like, yeah, I'm still living honestly. Cigarettes for breakfast and none of the stuff is on me. It's all cool till it happens to you. Bending corners around the street and say what's up to my dude. I ain't trying to cop a boost, I'm just trying to get through. You ain't messing with my moves unless you got what you do. I'm saying. It's like a savagery, I'd rather take a stab at peace. Maybe find some time to breathe, maybe find a rhyme or reason to keep competing with myself and chasing dreams and bags and belts. While I'm ripping at the seams of my mental health. I like the sound of a life that's less simply socks instead of shoes. I like to move different. Tell me, who got to choose if every real one is history? If I had to choose, I'd choose me religiously. Thank y'all. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, iHeartRadio, anywhere you stream music. It's called Coffee Socks Read. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Saliou Boop is my name. Looks like that. Looks a lot like that, actually.
He was not. Oh, I can't breathe. Mama. Oh. No, I just called him like, what did I say? What did we say? It's like, hello? Why you didn't call me the other day? See, you always treating me like that. Yeah, that. What do you mean, like what? Like that. See now, if I did that to you, you wouldn't even care and try and call me back. I be calling you like all the time. Look, I have known you for too long, T. If you try and play those little games with me, hello? Fail call. T, like I was saying, I'm not gonna be calling you, chasing you down like those other girls. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be calling and tweeting. Yeah, I said no tweets. What are you doing? Cuz you sound distracted. Yeah, distracted. Snacks for the game. Anyway, who you rooting for? That's right, heat check, baby. Oh no, you don't need to get off the phone. Unless you got somebody who wanna walk with you. Well then don't hang up. T, I swear on my mama's grave, if you hang up, I'm not gonna call you back. No, I ain't. You leave the house yet? So how long you gonna be at your daddy's house? Huh, listen at you walking to the store all by yourself. You think you tough, huh? Yeah, tough. You don't know the niggas in that hood or the cops. And you know they be profiling. Yeah, profiling. Like, I bet you sagging your jeans and rocking your hoodie. Cause I know you. It's raining, that's why I got my hoodie on. Whatever. So what are you doing right now? Skittles and iced tea. That ain't no snacks, boy, that's candy. See, that's why you got all them gold fronts. Cause your teeth went rotten. Yeah, you know I like it. All that bling when you smile. It lights up my heart. So you want to taste the rainbow, huh? Ooh, you better not let your mama hear you talking like that. What? Call keeps dropping. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. What took you so long to answer? You gonna come see me when your daddy get back? T, I swear you better come see me. The call keep dropping? Then get out of the rain then. It's raining harder? Say something. You stepping under a male thingy. What's a male thingy? A guy is doing what? How do you know he's following you? Well, he could be lost or something. T, just run home. Run to your daddy's house, T. He's getting closer? Well, what does he look like? A creepy cracker? Well, creepy people do creepy things. T, just run. Is this a game? T, don't play with me. Yeah, I hear you breathing hard. Where is he? Well, maybe you didn't lose him. Just run, baby. Run the rest of the way home. T! What's going on? You got a right to be there. T! T! I told him if he hung up, I was not going to call him back. But I did. And I called again. And he didn't even pick up. I was going to be done with him. Dear God. No. I can't breathe. T. Baby, call me.
Just when I just think about it, I just had to write that piece because it touched me to my core. And we know that our young men, our families, our women, our babies are still being unjustly murdered. And so I feel that it'll always be in timing as long as we still have this modern day lynching. And it don't have to be the cop. That was the neighborhood watch.
Yup.
Watching me, watching you.
He wasn't even supposed to be neighborhood watch.
Yes.
Right?
This piece is mother. Let me get on because the video going
Right.
Fode Sissoko. Mother, you have carried us from creation. The egg that you came from, you carried. The egg that I came from, you carried all your days. Before the 9 months, you kept me warm by your side. Before we called you mother, you were already made because only you have the ability to bring us life into this world. Like the melanin in my skin, you give birth to something others don't have. Some of your children may possess the ability to determine which secrets one knows, but we sometimes fail to see it's because of you that we stand so strong. Because before we called you mother, you were already made. And only mothers have the ability to bring life into this world. Now we call you mother, and some of us call you grandmother. We may even get around to calling you queen mother.
OG.
In the books of old, you have been called mother of humanity and given the name Eve. In the hieroglyphics of Kemet, you have been depicted, embodied as Isis, who never believed in the signs of a curse, but in the pain of a blessing. Yet you are not so easily traced. Because before we called you mother, you were already made, and only mothers have the ability to bring life into this world. appeal, you know. Organic. That part. I'm all about organic, if y'all know me. I had an argument with somebody. You don't know if that's real. It's been almost anything. You're right. But I'ma just feel good when I see the label, right? Okay. So, as you heard, I'm learning this beautiful instrument called the Kora. And Fode has been teaching me. So I'm gonna do a little set. Is that okay? Yes. That's all right. Little set on the Kora. Now I asked Fode, I said, Darling, I call her Darling. Say hi to Darling. Yes, they got a soul. So I was telling Fode I'm gonna play just a little bit by myself so that ACTA can be satisfied, the Alliance for California Traditional Arts. I see you out there. YouTube Live, we got you on here so they can see that it's really me. Because once he starts playing, man, I was like, let me play first. So I did that last thing in reverse. The spirit was like, no, let him hear what it's supposed to sound like first. And my mom heard him play. She was like, you play real good. Yeah, he's the grandson of the king of the Kora. I mean, geez, what you say? So, should I amp up? Can y'all hear me? Saliou, I'm on the set of score. I can't. Yeah, because she just had an operation. I think she got the COVID. He was like, I was operating all since I got here. I was like, I tried to tell you last night. I couldn't even read her. You can tune it for me. I can tune it if the original C is in place. But after that, I'd be like, where is it at? So, yeah, it's more than just a notion to learn, to want to learn. And this is a very temperamental soul right here. And I haven't even plugged it up, so let's hope the amp port is working. Thank you guys for your patience. All of this making us run even longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed the night and enjoying your time with us. Getting out, right? Getting out of the air a little bit. It cooled down. Now we have a little... but he's crippled. So the brother was trying to help him, all right? And so she was, the stepmom was like, nah, he can get his own. So he was like, Mom, don't worry. I'm going to get up. And so he tried to get up. They made him a staff. He bent the staff, and nobody else could bend it. And still, they made him another one. He bent that one, and then he finally got up and walked and brought the whole tree to the mama. He said, don't worry, Mom, I got you. Then when he killed the lion and threw the lion in front of him, he said, look, then turned himself into a dolphin when they turned him and threw him in the water because they thought he couldn't swim. I got to get all that in. I'm a Djali now, Urban Djali. I'm learning from the grandson of the king. So I got to tell you the truth. So I was nervous. I was like, I'm not ready for it. He was like, no, you're going to learn it. And 2 weeks before you do your recital, I'm going to teach you another verse of it. I got 10 days for that. I can't take no more. No, you're going to play it. So, a little bit of Soundioulou with this eyelash in my eye right here. So I'm going to blame that on the eyelash too. All right. The song of the Djali. The Djali is the oral historian, as my sister Alicia told you. This is the song that they sing to praise the Most High for allowing them and putting them in the Djali line. And so it's played. And this instrument is a sacred instrument. It's the only instrument that is allowed in the sacred places like the mosque and the church.
Kora, that's one of the...
This is the Kora. This is one of the much respected West African instruments. And this instrument for all the West African history is never been taught. And the oral tradition is never been taught. And every king ever been sitting in that throne, without this instrument, your kingdom is not even acknowledged. Even the naming of a baby, without the sounding of this instrument, is just a baby name. So this instrument is the only instrument allowed in the mosque, and the church, and the spirituality place, even the last breath of the human life. Because my ancestors, they believe this is one of the instruments in heaven. That's where the European invented the European harp from and copied from this instrument, and you will see the angel playing the harp. That's the philosophy of my ancestors, what they believe in, and the instrument called the Kora. And the Kora have the history. of the Ten Commandments of Moses and Jesus and the cross. So the Kora is one of the most sacred West African instruments ever been. So thank you so much. So it's my family instrument since the beginning of time. My mother is the daughter of the king of the Kora, and my family been holding the West African history since the beginning of time, just passed by family to family, generation to generation. Once upon a time, all over West Africa was a Malinke empire before it divided so many different countries today. But that empire and that civilization of Manding still ruling.
And we're gonna go to the next spoken word. You guys ready for just a little more spoken word? Our evening is almost coming to an end. I gotta be gentle because I think she was getting knocked around. I think she was getting mad. She was like, okay. I'll plug you. We all recovering from COVID, so she got it too. What? I mean, shoot, what is this, the alpha beta variant? I don't know what variant she got. This piece comes out of my book. I have both my books from my travels to Senegal. And this comes, one is a picture poetry book, and the other is directly from my travels, my travel journey. And I was searched out to be part of this anthology of travel dance abroad called Travel Abroad. Dance Travel Abroad by Morrison. She's going to be mad at me because my mind is going to jibber jabber right now. But look it up, Travel Abroad, Stories of Dance Travel by Megan Morrison. If you look up Megan Morrison, she helped me edit this last part. This is the beef. This is the chunk, the beef. And so we called it We Return because it was my final destination in Senegal to Gorée Island. And Gorée, if you know anything of Bear Island, is one of the last places that my ancestors may have left on that great journey of the Maafa. So this is holding dear to myself and may hit a chord with many of you as you think of your ancestors. And so I call this piece, we call this piece, We Return. I am anxious to meet our tour guide, Ericka, as we approach the building. I read the sign above the entrance, Ministre de la Culture, Maison d'Esclaves. I think of Doom Doomba, the dance of the strong man, or the dance of the warrior, and call on the strength of that dance to usher me past the threshold. I take a deep breath and press record on my camera. I hang on every word as 400 years of history, cruelty, and devastation spew from Abubakar's lips. I document the cold rock walls, the damp floors, the formerly blocked and locked windows that now allow slivers of light to creep into what were once dungeon cells. I hold it together, though disgusted by the once disease-ridden quarters, each room with its own inhumane purpose. There is the feeding room, where Africans were fed beans with palm oil to fatten them up to an acceptable traveling weight. There is the waiting room, where Africans were weighed in to determine whether they could be sent overseas. If they were not heavy enough, they were instead sold in exchange for trinkets and spirits. There is also the breeder's chamber, where slave owners kept boys as young as 5 years old. The song about Gorée starts to play in my mind as I think of these children. Who among them could have been in the Djali bloodline? Being separated from their family to be used solely as reproducers also meant they wouldn't get the chance to receive the wisdom of their elders and carry on this sacred art and duty. We walked through the virgin cell where young women were placed. These women were carefully guarded because if they lost their virginity, they would stay in Africa as domestic workers. I think of how much of their culture they missed by being sent to the Americas. They probably would never get the opportunity to dance manjani. And there are only 2 or 3 young ladies within a generation who are chosen to learn the dance and therefore to join the secret society of women called manjani. I wondered who among the young women kept in this cell might have become manjani or were already manjani and carried the dance across seas with them. There are also the punishment room, under the grand staircase where Nelson Mandela had once entered and come out crying like a baby from empathy and disbelief that a man could survive being packed inside and sealed in the cold, dark enclosure with up to 15 others suffered. Finally, we reached the last room where the young virgins would wait naked and linked together 2 by 2. They were unable to move far because of the 30-pound metal balls chained to their feet. Young ladies in this last room would sit in terror, knowing they would soon drag those metal balls down the hall toward the door of no return. I stand in the place where my ancestors may have perished and suffered and endured for my survival. By the time we proceed through the final hall and reach the door of no return, I am teary-eyed. Standing there, I feel I have brought all of my ancestors with me, the bearers of the dancers that I so love today, from whom this incredible culture was stripped away as they arrived in the Americas. For a moment, I stare out at the sea. The air is crisp and redeeming. The breeze is subtle as it whispers. I gracefully extend my arms to the left and then to the right. And then I draw my arms across myself, hugging myself. Yes, I am home, I reply. Asheo! Fode Sissoko.
Tare, 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 musol bete tare bula, mandem dinedema. One good friend could mean the whole world. Love will take a lifetime process to understand. Thank you, all of you. This is life. Some sick, some behind bars, and we have the gift and the freedom. We just got to pray together. Everybody have somebody you lost, or somebody you care about. You and I, we don't make no decision. But when they make the decision, they don't ask us our permission. But you and I, we can come together to pray for whoever making the decision for you and I to make right decision. Mana Manaluo. There's a war going on everywhere. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to pray. Thank you. Thank you. This is the Kora. And I come from one of the biggest Malinke family, always from Mansa Musa. And some of you see the series TV called Roots, Kunta Kinte. Kunta Kinte is my great-grand ancestor, come from the same grandfather called Mama Jankewali. Come from the Mane, the Sania, the Sonko, and the Mazali. And I'm the nephew of Sunjata Keita, Lampur de Mande. And my grandfathers, all my grandfathers, they are the ones who all hold the West African oral tradition and culture. It's never been teach. It's just passed by family to family, to generation. And I have 26 brothers and sisters and 85 uncles. So I'm just Africa. Every African nation has 15% of my blood. So when I hold this instrument, it's just like, I just hold this whole nation, not just me. I just hold, this whole people who's before me. And this instrument have the 10 commandments, and that's the bridge you see when Moses went on top of the mountain. That's what hold the string. You see the handle go down, and you see the handle go down, and you see the metal cross, and you see the string being tied, and the metal, that's Jesus and the cross. And my string from 1 to 21 is your Bible chapter number 1 to your chapter 21. Everything you open at your chapter, I'm headed in my one string. So they believe in my nation, what we are is not what we ask for, is the Lord make us between him with the people. So when we hit our string, the Lord will hear us. And the ancient day people will have a shell to do reading. Some people will do reading in the car. Some people will do reading in the palm. My ancestors, they will hold their instrument to connect with all the spirit, even the Lord. That's why even we hold it with the highest Lord name, Allahu Wahidun. Means only 3 truths. Your truth and my truth and the truth between you and me. You trying to pull it, I trying to pull it. But the truth is just between you and me. So the Kora just represent all the peace, all the different nations, Africa. So that's my identity. Anywhere I work in West Africa, I don't need identification. Just my Kora, no police, nobody will bother me. Because they know I hold the ancestor history, it's never been taught. And they cannot do nothing with me because they will lose who they are. Because I am the one with the whole history, supposed to teach their grandchildren and pass it down to the next generation. So this is the Kora. So I'm gonna play you another song here, what I call Tubaka. And Tubaka is for loved ones, and every Djali will play, he will admire and honor his loved ones. So I just like play this song for everyone have your loved ones. I have my loved one here, my wife is here, Mia. So I just like, play this song for everyone have a love. And just like to say, I love you, want to love you in the whole world. You just don't need long life, just want good love. Dianama, Minyan, Minyan, everywhere, Dianama, everywhere, everywhere. Dianama, na, Dianama, Minyan, everywhere. Malik be min dole, the king Malik. Mi fait l'amour, amour ne buvait, Minyan ne buvait. Je t'aime, Minyan ne buvait, je t'aime, ne buvait, ne buvait. I love you, baby, I love you, Minyan ne buvait. Thank you for your hospitality, beautiful. Thank you for your love and your caring. Thank you for your greatest passion. Baby, you are the best. Life is a love you can never able to have a word to have explain. Only the person make you tired is the one who care about you. I love you so much. Thank you. More Makeda? Jerome? Jerome? What? Jerome? Where's my brother? Jerome? Jerome? Mandinko.
Fode Sissoko, everyone. I'm going to tell you, this is the dress my mama chose. My mama told me to wear. She laughing. Yeah, we went together. She's like, that one right there. Yeah, so I wore this to an awards. I got awarded for my service in the community. This last piece I'm going to do, of course, you know, it's like Murphy's Law, everything that will go wrong. The mic, like the thing just dropped out. But I'm going to do this last piece called Rivers Run Deep, and I actually take this from my aunt. These were two sacred days. The first day I dropped the album on August 22nd, which was the 10th anniversary of Queen Ratavisha Heru, who was the international president of the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilizations. A shout out to the flags over here. You know, I can't end the night without mentioning her name. Thank you for blessing the food, being the elders in presence. And so I had to drop it on that date specifically. All this other stuff was happening. I said, no, that's the date, so that she can shine. I am her namesake. If you know my government name, if y'all cash apping me, If y'all zelling me, y'all zell Claudine Parker. Right there, check the Claudine. The artist is Makeda, but the business, and if y'all knew Queen and Zinger, the Claudine came out of her, and that's where it comes out of me. So write the check to Claudine Parker. And so I thought it was important to do the live show on my birth mother, because that's my spiritual mother. This is my birth mother. So on her birthday, we do the Urban Djali Tour today. And so I give Rivers Run Deep. My aunt, Queen Nzinga, had institute, Rivers Run Deep Institute, with her sister, Subida Kifano, Dr. Subida Kifano. My crew, both true voice, have transitioned into the ancestor realm. So I know they're smiling. Don't y'all think they're smiling tonight? Thank you. I think I hope I've done them proud, even as I swung on the palm tree. I hit that invert. I didn't put no grip on my hands, so I was like, let me do it quick. Get to the crucifix, to the hold with my legs. Yes, tight thighs. So I'm trying to get to this last piece. Yes, Rivers Run Deep, but it's heavy on my heart because the saxophone player that you hear playing on this track, and we're going to play the track because he passed and I just was devastated. I was like, what am I going to do? Not just for me, but he was the first drummer. He's drummer and the saxophone and the flautist and all this incredible stuff. Rastafari, Rastafari, a true Rastafari, Nyabingi. And he was the first drummer in the West African community that actually gave me a chance to dance for money, to get paid. He was like, I'll drum for you, and it kind of just took me along and just believed in me, and you know, and it asked me to come do gigs with him, and we worked together, and he's like, I'm coming out to Riverside of your class. I'm coming, and 2 days when we was in Hawaii, y'all might not know, we went to Hawaii, and they was like, don't nobody else come. Makeda's out here shooting videos and taking pictures of the protests and all that. Y'all stay home. So y'all might have saw on the news, they don't want nobody going to Hawaii anymore. So we shut it down. Didn't we, Jerome? That's my husband. So we were out there, and he had contacted me like, I'm writing this grant, and I need your help, because I write grants for the arts that I support, that I do, like the Dunuma Festival. And I was like, I'm in Hawaii, but you know, I'm gonna hit you back, because you was saying you was on the 20th, we got this thing, my mom's birthday. He's like, yeah. You know, of course, we doing this through, I am. And 2 days later, Cherry, actually one of the dancers, the actress that did the Trayvon Martin, y'all enjoyed that, right? She was like, have you heard? I'm like, what? It's all over Facebook. Jamael passed. I said, no way. I just was in communication. That's how we dropping, y'all. Yeah. That's why we had to do this for my mother today. We cannot continue to gather while they laying down in the casket. We gotta get and see each other in person. I don't care about no COVID. Y'all wear your mask. Y'all got your temperature checked, right? I went out and paid $65 for the radar gun. Just so y'all can feel safe. They letting people in here with fevers? No. Mama don't wear no mask. Queen Mother Dorothy can sit next to Mama with no mask. But the rest of y'all better not be giving my elders no COVID. Keep the Rona out there. But he didn't pass of COVID. He had other challenges. And rest his soul, much like my mother and her resiliency with his challenges, they didn't think he would last as long as he did. So give thanks to the life that he had and that he lived, and the children and the legacy that he left behind. And the Rivers Run Deep playing on this track, which is the namesake of the institute that was established by the great queen. And so we're going to hear him and relivicate Rivers Run Deep to him as we lament on the tragedy that we experienced. So let me hope that I get this out right, because I'm a little choked up. We got a video for that, and then we're going to call everybody up. And I hope you guys enjoy the evening.
Rivers run deep from the Nile to the Mississippi. Someone sings the blues on Basin Street. Old Satchmo blows his horn, calling it heaven on earth. M-I, crooked letter I. crooked letter I, humpback I, Mississippi. From Bastille to Mardi Gras, people parade in faith. New Orleans, city of dreams, Dixieland and pixie dust. In God we trust. Spicy French fries and a quarter that bomb hot sauce. Louisiana, we love you. Let not your heart be troubled. Mahalia still sings the gospels in your winds. Tuesdays couldn't be fatter. Elders stop and chatter on Bourbon Street, talking about Bourbon Bolden and the origins of jazz. 300-year-old history. Louisiana Purchase of 1803, from the Rockies to the Great River. Can we ever forgive her? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what that means to Mother Nature. We must thank her for this lesson. August 29, 2005. Water taking lives, water taking lives, water taking lives. Catastrophic, Katrina. Somebody better call FEMA. This girl's gone wild. Dual disaster. Power and politics. Bush better sing the blues quick. Broken levee, hearts are heavy. Ain't nothing funny about this exodus. Superdome suicide. The city's under the sea. Sally can't sell her seashells in this place of disease. Mass evacuation, insufficient transportation. Who planned anyway for the day Lazy River would get up off her bed, leaving over 1,800 casualties dead? Total system failure. Still, Louisiana, you remain. Rivers run deep from the Nile to the Mississippi. Someone pounds the ground in the ghetto with South African boots of struggle and Ethiopian psalms of praise, reminding us of the days of Jim Crow. Separate, never equal. Preservation Hall, preserve this poem right next to your picture of sweet Emma. Save this blues poem for mothers who clutch children in bosoms, shielding innocent eyes from drastic devastation. Bloated bodies bobbing by. Businesses being blown away. Tie-dye t-shirts and star-spangled banners blowing in doorways. Still patriotic. Save this poem for fathers who lifted shoulder and palm and fingertips to the holy heavens in prayer. His eye is on the sparrow, so I know he watches over you, Louisiana. Rivers run deep from the Nile to the Mississippi. Someone's giving praises in the ISIS crew. Great nourisher, life giver, breathe music in her. Play banjo and oboe and bass too. Make it a Dixie blues, jazzy like new birth, like New Orleans, wading in the water. Rivers run deep from the Nile to the Mississippi, lest we ever forget those Basin Street blues.